Stop! Before you toss that mountain of leftover wrapping paper, you need to see this. Whether it's crumpled scraps, awkward cut-offs, I'm going to show you 8 ways to give that paper a second life. These hacks are eco-friendly, totally free, and I promise you, your future self is going to thank you. Let's get crafting. The Second Life Refresh. Reusing wrapping paper is a wonderful way to extend the life of beautiful prints. If you were careful with the tape when opening your gifts, many sheets are likely still in perfect condition for another round. There's nothing wrong with reusing this paper for New Year's gifts, like journals, and it's both sustainable and soulful. Should you find a piece that is slightly too small, embrace the patchwork look. A strategically placed length of velvet ribbon not only conceals the join, but it elevates the presentation with a touch of elegance and charm. Reaching for a used sheet saves time and keeps quality paper out of that recycle bin. DIY envelopes, the template hack. This has been one of my favourite makes this Christmas, to stay organised for the new year. We all get plenty of envelopes with our Christmas cards. Don't throw those away either. Gently steam or tease them open to use as a flat template. Simply trace the shape onto the back of your wrapping paper, cut, and then fold. I like to do a rough cut first and then go back around to snip out the clean edges. Score the lines with scissors and a ruler. It just makes the folding easier. A little glue or double-sided tape on the wings, and you've got yourself custom envelopes for thank you notes or birthday cards. Wrapping paper envelopes are a perfect handmade touch for a message they'll want to keep forever. And they're great to keep in your stationery drawer so you're always ready to send something beautiful. Everlasting paper flowers. Let's get a bit more artistic. Christmas paper often has stunning finishes or intricate patterns that look beautiful in 3D. Start by cutting out your circles and then fold them in half and fold in half again. Then cut in the middle, almost to the point, and then twice on either side of that line, so in all you've got 5 cut marks. Then cut round the edges of these segments because these are the petal edges, and you can make them round or you could make them pointed. It really is entirely up to you. Then you're ready to open up your flower and flatten it out. 2 of the segments won't be cut through because they were on the edges. Cut those segments in half so all the petals are of equal size. And make 1 cut that goes all the way to the middle of your flower, and this is where we can start to roll. Make sure the paper design is facing you, because as you fold the petals around, the inside of the flower will be patterned and the outside will remain plain. It is a bit fiddly and you might need a bit of practice, but once you have rolled the paper around, you can push out the petals to get a flower shape. For the centre of the flower, I used a spare glittery berry from my Christmas box, but you could also use a bead or a button. Use some floristry wire or jewellery wire to secure it all in place. Then I secured it with a little bit of sellotape. They look lovely with a single sheet of wrapping paper, but I think they look even better with 2. And you could have contrasting colours or patterns too. These are perfect for topping future gifts, decorating a spring wreath, or even putting in a vase, and it's a great way to keep those festive colours alive in your home long after the holidays are over. Zero waste gift tags. If you have a piece of paper that's just too pretty to throw away, or maybe it has a specific character like a Santa or a reindeer, you can turn it into custom gift tags for next year. Take some cardstock. I actually used the box of an advent calendar for this, and trace around a template like an old parcel label. Use the same template to trace around a piece of wrapping paper that you find interesting, or you like the design. Then apply a thin layer of glue to the printed side of your card and smooth the paper down firmly to prevent wrinkles. Finish it off with a hole punch and make a hole at the top. I've cleaned my craft room and I can't for the life of me find my hole punch, so I used scissors and a wooden tool instead. But don't use that, just use a hole punch. And then thread through a bit of leftover ribbon or twine. And just like that, you've got a set of unique handmade tags that are ready for next December. And you've kept all those beautiful designs out of the bin. Better packing for parcels. I love to use my leftover scraps as parcel padding. It keeps my outgoing mail looking colourful while keeping the items safe. Boring drawers. One of the fastest ways to use up those large leftover sheets is by making custom drawer liners. It's a tiny detail, but it makes opening your dresser feel festive when storing away Christmas. Now let's upcycle something from the kitchen. If you have an empty tin, don't throw it away. We can transform it into a festive storage pot that's perfect for pens, craft supplies, or even a tabletop planter. I used a 50-50 water PVA glue mix. Apply it directly to the tin, then slowly roll the can over the paper, smoothing it out as you go to avoid any wrinkles. And there you go, a tomato tin is now a beautiful desk accessory, and if you want to be extra durable, you can add a layer of varnish or Mod Podge over the top to give it a glossy, wipe clean finish. Future You paper chains. Before you pack everything away, here is a 5-minute task that your future self will absolutely thank you for next December. Those long, thin strips that are too awkward for wrapping, bundle them together and pop them into one of those DIY envelopes that we made earlier. When your next Christmas rolls around and you want to make paper chains with the kids or just some old school charm to the banister, half the work is already done. It's a zero-cost tradition that starts today. Repurposing wrapping paper isn't just about saving money. It's also about slowing down and being a little more intentional with what we consume. I hope these ideas inspired you to look at your wrapping paper a little differently this year. If you have a favourite way of reusing holiday scraps that I didn't mention, let me know in the comments below. It's honestly so satisfying to know that instead of a bin full of rubbish, I've got an organised drawer, custom stationery, and a head start on next year's decorating. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel and ensures you don't miss out on any of the upcoming crafty videos. Thank you so much for watching, have a wonderful rest of your holiday, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting!